Hi, this is Lincoln Dammers with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Tony Galati and Brian Pope from Arcane Wonders, and they're going to show us Royals, a game designed by Peter Hawes.
We're very excited about Royals. When I first played the game, I was really impressed with how elegant it is. It's very, very simple. It's very intuitive. It plays well. All the elements come together. It's a very easy, light Euro-type game that has tremendous variety of tactics and strategies. There's many different ways to score in the game, so that if a player's not doing well in a particular situation, he has other things he can try for, and you cannot possibly score in all the different avenues.
Yeah, it's difficult. You have to choose your battles. I love this. The split pieces is just great.
Go ahead, Tony.
No, absolutely. Yeah, so essentially, as you gain points, cubes will be placed on different spaces like the marshals, which then, at the end of the game, the person who has the most marshals will gain.
We'll take it, but if there's a split, you split the points up between the people.
And we actually have
the art on the other side.
On the other side, so.
Yeah, I'm jumping the gun on you guys. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I love it, though. It's such a cool mechanic.
Thank you. As just a brief overview, you draw cards on your turn and you collect them. They have country symbols on the back of them, and you use them to buy nobles on the board, to influence or to buy nobles. For example, on my turn, I'm going to pay 3 of these Spain cards.
Just like right out here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, just because we have the camera set out here, people can see.
I pay 3 of my Spain cards, and I'm going to buy this countess in Spain. She's in the city of Salamanca. She requires 3 cards. And I put my little piece on there to show
marker.
Yep. And so now I control the countess there. She's worth 2 influence points. Because I'm the first person to purchase a noble in Salamanca, I get the city bonus of 4 points. So that's one of the bonuses you're striving for, is to be the first player to influence a city.
Yeah, and another thing is that when he did that, he would also put a cube on.
Yep, that you've done that piece. As you do those.
So as the game progresses, we get more and more on these.
There's so many ways to score in this game. It's really crazy.
And another way,
This is super valuable over here.
If I had to or needed to, say I had different nobles,
right?
And I would want the country bonus in this situation because I have someone in each city except for Salamanca.
Right.
So in that situation, I may take the time to get an intrigue card.
Right.
And intrigue cards are ways that I can unseat my
push
opponents
somebody out of office,
out of
essentially.
office,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
So I
We won't say assassin.
Yeah, really.
I could use the intrigue card plus pay the cost.
Right.
And the countess that was in office at that time is now put into the cemetery. And
it sounds like
I don't think it's just unseating them.
And I would then take the countess, and I would also at that time gain a cube.
Right.
So, and at that time I would have presence in every city in Spain, and I would gain
the country bonus.
Right.
So
it's crazy. And then explain like wilds and how you can overcome not having the colors you want. Right. You can play multiples of the same to be able to. Is it 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 country cards equal any one other country's card.
Right.
Like, so I can spend 3 country cards to get.
You're never really going to get cheated by the cards, like one way or the other.
Right. No, it's a draft.
It's
exactly, and there's stuff available to draw from. It's really great.
So there's all these other bonuses going on too. For example, the cubes are collecting here at the end of the game. You're going to get a bonus whoever has the most countesses or the most dukes or the most cardinals, and we talked about that splitting mechanic too. If you also are the first player to have one of each of the different nobles,
there's that bonus up there.
And this is a huge bonus.
Yes,
that's
16 points is insane. Yeah, you can't ignore it.
You've got, and
it's difficult to do though. I mean, because you're spreading yourself out of the board, and you're like focusing on trying to take over these. And you really have to pay attention to these bonuses. They're massive.
You definitely have to pay attention to the age bonuses.
Yes.
Because what ends up happening is at the end of each age, when the game is played in 3 ages.
Right.
And an age ends when all the cards in the deck are diminished. And then, so what ends up happening then is we go and look at the presence in a country.
Each country, yeah.
And that's where you look at the bonus, the number over here, where the number of cubes in that area, you'd say, okay, so I have a 2, 4, 6, 10 presence. So my presence is 10, the next highest is 2. I would gain the 1, or the first one,
the first
and
value
the second one would then go to Brian. So
And they don't, the values don't change
No.
over the game. So they're always trying, if you maintain that same position, that's a 6-point difference between the first and second on those influence, and
Correct.
5 points.
It's huge. And
This
the
is
total-
tighter here.
And the total number of points, let's say for France here, is going to be
30 points,
if you
exactly.
had it. Which,
Plus,
you
the
know,
values here, right? They have a lot of value just taking these positions. You know,
correct.
8 cards, and getting the bonus. But is the divided cards of the country cards the same for each country?
No, there's
because there's fewer offices in
it's
Britain, right?
proportional to the number of cards required to control the entire country.
Ah, okay.
It's directly proportional. So it works out pretty good. We did extensive playtesting on this game.
We
And
actually ran into one weird thing at the end. I can't remember what it was, where we running out of cards before the flip or something, like whether they recycled in. It was like a big question that we had. And we did figure it out, but it was like, boy, that's actually kind of
as
important.
soon as you cannot place
Right.
another card out there, that's when you do it. So it
Okay.
can happen weirdly in the middle of
of a turn, yeah.
And then you just finish out that one round,
Right.
shuffle, and then you know you're scoring.
But man, I really like this game. One of my favorite games of all time is Michael Schock's, what's the one? Web of Power, which is, is phenomenal for 3. This is actually like that kind of a game, but a little bit more on steroids. There's a lot more going on. It's actually, because that was spectacular for 3. This one really works with the full complement. Really works.
and it plays 2 to 5.
Yeah,
So-
it's really, really great. And you guys have done an excellent job. I mean, I was disappointed you guys weren't going to use the art, but wow. Super beautiful production and everything.
Thank you. Well, the artwork originally was very, very good, so I don't want to.
No, it's different market.
It's just
Different
different,
market.
and we wanted to freshen it up a little bit, come up with a new look.
Looks great.
Really pleased with the way it came out. We try to give everything a lot of attention to detail. We actually made a change to Britain too, to the cities there. There was a little bit of complaint amongst the play testers that controlling Britain was a little too easy, and once somebody had it, it's like an all.
So how did you change it? You increased the cost to take over?
We put a cardinal here, so now this used to be just a king
that's
by
right,
itself.
just the king.
So you grab that, you already get 8-point bonus for that. Now you
Yep.
also have 4 influence. You pretty much control the whole thing,
Right.
and nobody else could really get Britain very easily. And if they did supplant,
It
you,
makes
you could
sense, right?
take it
Because
back.
It's very difficult.
this is more powerful than two twos, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
It's very difficult to
Yeah, it does because
Yeah.
it's the higher
Yep.
guy.
So yeah, that's actually a great idea. I mean, it makes
The game was really good. So
exactly.
It's like the
I think
only-
actually what that really does is it encourages people to go over there.
Right.
A lot of people would just ignore it. Like, I'm not going to
Yeah,
be in
he's
there.
got it.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Especially
let him
as
have
soon
it.
as one person got the
king-
king,
yeah, the king, it was tough.
of Britain, then
Yep.
people would back off because it takes 2 intrigue cards.
Yes, exactly.
To take out
the
a king.
king, exactly.
Yeah, additionally, too, there was a disproportionate number of Britain cards in the deck, and we
Really?
adjusted
Okay,
that too.
that's
so there
neat.
was actually lower, and so it was very hard to ever retake that. You just
Because it was
can't
difficult to
the 8
get the cards,
you know.
exactly.
So that's been changed.
Yeah, because
So
somebody could hold on to those forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, other than that,
the game is the same.
The game is the exact same.
Yeah, it's great.
we had a
mechanics-wise.
little. We were discussing some of these values here, and we went back and forth, and we decided to leave them as they were. So.
Well, Peter did a great job on
He
it.
did.
It really is.
Fantastic.
I
I'm really
was
impressed.
kind of shocked it wasn't nominated for an STJ because I thought it really had that feel. It's definitely a very powerful game, and it's in that Euro tradition. It harkens back to a few years back, but it's got another little layer that makes it just really, really
It's
spectacular.
so easy to play and get into.
I'm really glad you guys are releasing it here. It's really great.
Well, we really love the game, and one of the things we just have a limited number here at Orton's pre-release, and
Wider at Gen Con.
we're looking at having it launch either. We're looking right at the end of July.
Oh, okay,
So
good.
as long
Just
as
before Gen Con,
yeah,
then.
just before Gen Con, it will be
Sweet.
available.
Well,
So-
it's totally worth buying. I really love this game. It's really awesome, and you guys did a great job on translating it for North America.
yeah,
It's great. Well, cool. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This was Royals from Peter Haas and Arcane One.